Well, hey there, Leo. I hope this finds you guys well. I'm here to do a collective reading, and because it's a collective reading, it's not going to resonate with each and every Leo or cross-watcher that views the video. So please only take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. And also, this is a timeless video, so don't worry if you're viewing this video long after it was created. That's not what's important. What's important is if Spirit has given you a nudge to watch a particular video, then there's a message or messages in that video for you. There were two themes or cards that I saw come out for you, Leo, when I was using the different decks. And one of them was your root chakra. So I know there's something going on with your root chakra right now. So I would suggest doing some research and looking to see ways that you can strengthen your root chakra and ground yourself more. This is going to become very, very important. The other thing I think that Spirit is saying is most important at this time is for you to remain cleansed, in the sense that you are keeping your energy fields cleared, you're taking spiritual baths, you're staying in a positive mindset. Those things I think are going to be important for a lot of different factors at this time. So Leo, Spirit is suggesting that you go with the flow. Don't fight the path. Just let things unfold as they are supposed to naturally. And to focus on your success and your abundance. Keep your eye on the prize. And there is root chakra. That was the first root chakra card that we got. Now, follow your passion is in reverse. So Leo, I think many of you in the collective at this point, your creativity is at a low. And so Spirit is saying, find that passion, find your joy, and start pursuing it. And wash away the old is in reverse. So many of the Leo collective, there's something from your past that you're not releasing that would be for your better good and the better good of all to release it. Again, you're going to know what that is for each of you. For those it resonates with, you're going to know what that means. But Spirit is saying that you're not moving from the past, and you need to be. There's also something that is going to require a deeper look. So something, Leo, oh, I'm sorry, that's my Halloween clock. Hold on one second, please. It doesn't do this at night, during the day, so I apologize. Your heart chakra card is in reverse. So I think the heart chakra right now is also ailing. It is next to say it bluntly and honestly. So I think because there's something that's not being said, it is causing blockages in your heart chakra as well. And so the crown chakra is another chakra that is in reverse. So the crown chakra is basically where you're connecting to Spirit, if you will. So this is really, really important because you want to make sure that your intuition, the line to Spirit, is clear and free so that you can receive any kind of messages the angels need to send to you. So that's another chakra to be working on balancing. So you've got root, heart, and now crown. It says, find the little joys. Leo, I think many of you, unfortunately, you've just kind of lost your desire, your Leos are such a fun sign. I think many of you are just kind of at a low ebb is what I'm trying to say. But don't worry, because we all know for every down, there's always an up. So purge and release. Here's another purge and release. Spirit saying you really, really need to do it. And it might encompass something to do with this that you're not getting rid of from the past. But again, you'll have to see how that fits in your situation. But it's saying explore your senses. I think Spirit is trying to tell you, Leo, that the creativity, you could get it flowing again, but you're going to have to start kind of, finding things that inspire you. Now, of the main tarot deck, we have two queens. We have one that's upright and one's in reverse. And next to that is the Eight of Swords. I think that someone has really been deliberating, and it's been quite difficult to choose between two people. I think that, Leo, you're wanting a new start, a new passionate start. You want a passionate start in love. I think you want a passionate start with your creativity. You're so ready for this new beginning. You are not completely there, but I do see movement and progressing towards whatever this heartache was that caused this Ten of Swords, because it's in reverse now. That tells me that you're beginning to recover. You're beginning to heal. One sword at a time, take it out. If it means baby steps, that's okay, Leo. You know, the main thing is to keep moving forward. And I see that it's requiring a great deal of your strength. And so press on, Leo, press on, because you'll do it. You also are being fair, I think, to all involved in this situation. I think you're being very fair, and I think you're looking at it from the standpoint not only of yourself, but all involved, which is really good. And because of that, I think that's going to mean that you're going to be putting down a huge burden. So 10 of Wands is in reverse. But at the same time you're putting that burden down, Leo, you are not letting your guard down. The Queen of Swords is next to the King of Cups. So again, since we all hold both feminine and masculine energies, I see this as being you. Both of these are you. These two I see as being two separate people, but here this feels like these are both your energies. You have a beautiful open heart. We have the King of Cups here, but at the same time, you know, whatever this situation was, this 10 of Swords, you have got your sword up. So you are definitely on the watch. In other words, you're not just accepting love or getting involved with love. There's going to be a great deal of, you're going to think it over. You're going to be careful. You're not going to rush into it. You're going to use, it's starting off with the swords and ending up with the cups. So to me, you're going to start off using your head. You will use your heart, but your head is what's going to dictate it initially. And then we have 8 of Swords in reverse, followed by 2 of Cups and the Magician. So I believe what you are trying to do, Leo, is you are trying to manifest whichever one you decided of, those 2 queens. I think you're trying to manifest that love here, but you're not saying anything. You're not saying anything. There's some kind of silence as this is going on. So it may be that you're going to surprise someone. I'm not sure, but I do see that there's some sun that has been illuminated to you, and that I think is what's helping you to move forward and to remove these swords from your back. I also see that while your heart chakra is a little on the weak side right now, you are beginning to strengthen it, because I see the card here. So you're getting little by little a little bit of your strength back. It's possible this little clarifier can mean several different things. It can sometimes mean black magic if you believe in things like black magic. So I don't know if that means that someone took it upon themselves to do that. That I'm not sure. I'm not getting a clear fix on that. But I do see that you're going to have a wish coming in, Leo, very much so. And it's going to be by karma, by your good or your bad karma. I think this is going to be good karma, though, because it's a wish that you wanted. I show that you also are being protected at the time as well. You do have protection. And I show, too, Leo, I think that somebody's got a little fur baby that is helping their heart a great deal throughout this process. They've got like a little fur baby. And I believe that you are really hoping to have success, you know, with this 2 of Cups. Leo, this seems like it comes up in so many readings, but there is someone from your past, I believe, that's going to be returning. Now, always remember, even if someone returns, it doesn't mean that you have to accept them. The one thing I would always tell to everyone is to always start with your intuition with respect to anything. Before a tarot card reader, before anything, go to your intuition and see what it says. So, you know, you don't have to accept someone from the back. You can forgive and not forget. You can choose not to deal with them at all. You know, God gives you free will to do what you want. This is just a suggestion of the path to take that would I believe, result in the most benefit to you with the least amount of hurt and trouble. Okay, so again, I do see someone is wanting to heal a wound with you. I believe an old friend that was a karmic situation. So I think there were a lot of lessons that you learned from this person. I don't see that you're really moving towards forgiveness. I think you're still very sad about it, possibly even denying how things went down. So if that's the case, it's important that you look at things realistically for what they are in order to be able to move forward, because right now divine timing is not here. So it's being delayed for some reason. And I don't know if it's because of your denial, but I do show that once that wheel of fortune starts turning, you're going to have very good luck. But Spirit's saying there's going to be something that you're going to have to pay attention to at this time. And this is, I think, admitting, your part in a situation and kind of putting that to rest. That's going to allow you to, again, put that down, resolve it, put it away. Regardless, even though you had chemistry with this person, though, I see that it just was not a stable relationship. Even though I think you're grateful for the lessons that you learned. But here's the deal, Leo. Having gone through all this, there's going to be an arrival. It says love may be just around the corner. So you've gone through this pain, but for many of you, love is coming right in. So the relationship, I believe, there's somebody in your family that's very toxic as well, Leo. Possibly a Virgo. It's not saying that it has to be, but maybe someone in your family that's a Virgo. There's a very difficult relationship you have with them. Now, there's also a karmic situation that you've just wrapped up. I believe that was the Ten of Swords in reverse. And you had a great deal of passion for this person, but you've learned your lesson. You've learned the lesson the karmic lesson that you needed to learn. But I think that right now, you're getting ready to shift into another phase of your life. So time is ticking, for this one phase to end and another one to begin. And I do believe, Leo, that there was a great deal of lies, that was in this last phase of your life. A lot of deceit, unfortunately. Now, I do see that probably in the very near future, someone is going to be making some kind of a proposal. It doesn't have to be romantic, but in this case, I think it is, because the synchronicities card is followed by love. So it says on the table, offer, proposal, commitment. And I think that because of this new commitment, this is toxic right here. I think that your ex or family member or whoever, someone is very upset by this decision. Very, very upset. And I think this decision, this commitment is going to take place sometime during the fall period. And I also believe, Leo, again, just like the sun up here, we have the sun over the Eight of Swords, and now we have the Lantern over commitment. There's something that you've seen. Oh, and here we go. Spirit said, take a closer look. Something has been illuminated. Make sure you look things over carefully, Leo, because Spirit's saying you really need to pay attention. There's something you need to see. And Spirit's saying, don't forget to cleanse. Oh, and another thing, forgive me for going back. This card here is lockdown. It says mental prison confined. I think that having combined, these two cards came out together. I think this is your toxic ex. And I think that they're going to come in offering you a gift, but you are going to cut it off, Leo. I see that you're going to say, again, it's like, no, you've learned your lesson about this karmic situation. You're not going to get back into that hamster wheel again. Now, there was some kind of a love that this situation, this problem, I think, was preventing it from taking place. And Leo, I believe it was your twin flame. You or your person is about ready to confess some feelings. And I think in order for this situation to take place, I think that Spirit had to kind of offer some divine intervention because there's been some difficulties. Now, I see that, this is a relationship that makes you very happy. It's a very playful, fun relationship. It's also one that doesn't weigh you down. I think that's another reason why you're wanting to make this commitment to this person. And the Today card's in reverse. So I think it's going to be very, very soon. Leo, also, you're going to have a long journey that you're going to take. And I don't know if it's in relation to the journey. It possibly could be. But I see that there's going to be some kind of sorrow because of a disappointing situation with a friend or a lover. Now, there is going to be a friend around you who's going to try to give you a warning. Make sure you listen to that warning, because that warning is about some enemies who are working against you. Doesn't mean it has to be this younger woman. It could, but this says dealings or relationship with a younger woman, that I believe you're putting an end to this relationship. And then following that, just like it says right here with arrival, you've got a chair being filled. Someone new is entering your life. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be. But I think that new person entering is going to bring you happiness. I think that new person entering is going to be, it's either a new business opportunity or birth. Opportunities are going to come out of nowhere. Now, Leo, January is somehow significant for you. So there's some event in January. Maybe somebody has a birthday that you know or that you care for, but January has some significance. Possibly this fair man. It says dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. And I think this man is going to need to defend himself, but he is going to be successful in this defense. Whatever it is he's pursuing, he is going to be successful, but he does need to take care. And also, there is going to be, and there's a gift here. See, talks about a gift twice, but it's saying doing something risky, taking a chance. So I kind of see this as someone giving you a gift and that possibly that karmic, and then it's kind of risky for them to do. Leo, I'd also say there's a few things you're struggling with at the moment. You're feeling some guilt for past actions and behaviors, and just remember that lower vibrational emotions do not help you progress towards your spiritual evolution. So keep working on moving past emotions such as this, because really guilt it doesn't do any good. It only hurts you. This is going to be a very special love, Leo. But I know that you're going to be recovering from, again, this karmic wound, this Ten of Swords in reverse. It says the scars and the wounds run deep. But you're finding the right path for you. And even though you have fears and anxiety, you are on the road to recovery. You, Leo, were caught up in a web of lies. And don't forget, we had a web down here as well in this little clarifier. So you're now, with any relationship, going to be setting some clear boundaries, but you are surrendering to the process and you are beginning to believe in the impossible or the unexpected. This relationship coming in is not a typical one. Right now, I think you're close to being at a point where you've rested and you're going to go out and you're going to start getting back into your routine. I do still see that there is some fear that you're having to work through, but Leo, change is going to come. So take heart. If you're in the middle of a difficult time right now, change will be coming. So guys, one last deck I have for you. Now these came out kind of funny. So let me get how they came out when I was putting the cards down. Oh, this was opposite. Yeah, I got it. This is the way it was. Okay. Now here's the crown chakra again. And here is fire in reverse. So that's the second time I've seen that your passion's kind of a little on the low side. Let's see now. Air was there. Okay. And these all kind of came up like this. Oh, wait. I got that just opposite. I'm sorry. It was this way. Now I remember. Okay, there's that. Okay, this was opposite, and this was opposite. Yeah, and then there were these two here. Okay, so Leo, what that is telling me too, let me get this up. I'm sorry, guys. What that is telling me is, again, the heart chakra is in reverse, so there's definitely work and balance that needs to take place there. Because you have gone through so much adversity. This is, again, a clarifier for that Ten of Swords in reverse and the chaos. So there's been a lot of chaos that I think has caused you to kind of go inward for a great deal of time, Leo. Again, you're trying to, I think, work on that crown chakra. Now, I believe that somebody is trying to kind of stop a cycle from finishing. I believe that somebody is trying to stop a cycle from finishing. And again, you're at kind of a low point right now. But Spirit is saying that there is light at the end of the tunnel, Leo. There is light at the end of the tunnel. So they're telling you, hang in there. Now, we have Predator in reverse. We have Surrender next to that. And then we have Air that came out perpendicular to that. So, oh, I'm so sorry. Air was up here. I forgot. Air was down here. Because I remember thinking the air is feeding the fire. That's what I was thinking when I saw that card. That I think that somebody is feeding the fire, causing disruption and chaos so that this cycle does not continue. That's what I was trying to say. But it doesn't matter because there's light at the end of the tunnel. Now, Leo, I do see that there's a lot of decisions that you're going to have to make, so you're really going to have to focus on what it is you want, what you desire, and what you feel like is for your highest and greatest good and the greatest good of all. Now, strength is normally your card, and that card did come out. So that tells me that, again, there's a strength card that was in another deck too. So I know that you are working super hard to make this happen. So, man, I'm really proud of y'all for doing it. So it will pay off. Now, somebody's been gaslighting you, though, and I think it was the karmic, because the gaslighting card came up. And the first card out of the deck always has the most energy. But of this deck, the number is 5-5. And I remember seeing a lot of fives, too. So I believe that there's going to be a lot of change coming for you very soon, Leo. Now, since we're talking about soon, though, again, timing is fluid. So, don't think if it doesn't happen in a couple of days, it's not going to happen. Maybe it's already happened. It just depends on your particular situation. But because of this gaslighting, I think that Spirit's saying you haven't been cleansing enough. You have not been cleansing your energy, and you need to, because your solar plexus, you might even want to think about your solar plexus chakra. I really think that your strength is at a low right now, Leo. I do. You're not able to shine like you're meant to. But I believe that things are, at least by the end of spring, I think you're going to see a turnaround, if not sooner. But down here, it has predator and surrender. And I think, let me look at that. I'm trying to remember what surrender, I know what it means, but there was something in the book that I thought was very helpful. So let me get that out and just read that one little, portion to you. Let's see, that is 46. So that is a 10. Now, 10s are all about endings. You're starting, again, a new cycle. Oh, that's another thing. I saw a number of 10s, because if you take 2 5s and add that together, that's a 10, because that's a 1 plus 0. So I remember seeing a lot of 5s. It says, when you want what you want, your stubbornness can cause you to invest yourself in situations that will never come to fruition. The busyness of your mind and the power of your emotional needs can quickly take over your energetic experience and make it difficult to see, hear, and discern what is right in front of you. When the stubbornness turns to obsession, something must give, and your energetic stability can become the victim of your compulsions. You can spend an entire lifetime obsessing about something that will never come to be. Better to surrender and reassess where your energies can serve the highest purpose. That's why I wanted to read that, because it was very specific. So I just think that there's a lot going on, Leo. There's a lot going on, but I think that if you just keep the faith, and if you just let things flow as they will, work on your chakras, stay true to yourself, and get your fire back, you're going to be just fine. So, Leo, I send you guys light, love, and blessings, and I say shine bright. And don't forget to smile.